Hi everyone and welcome back to the GCSE math series. Today we're looking at exam style questions for our solving quadratics topic with emphasis on the quadratic formula. So actually before I get into this, these worksheets were provided by Maths Genie. So if you haven't checked them out, please make sure to do so. I'll leave a link to their website in the description below. Also, if you haven't watched my revision video on this topic, I really advise you to take a look at that before going into the exam questions today. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So, the first question is a classic example of FOIL. It tells us to factorize x squared minus 7x plus 10. And if you're unfamiliar with FOIL, there is plenty of videos, especially the factorizing video where I go over this. So I'm not going to put too much detail on it today, but if you are struggling with it, please go back to the previous videos. So we have to find two numbers which multiply to give us 10 and add to give us minus 7. This is obviously going to be minus 5 and minus 2. So we can do x squared minus 5x minus 2x plus 10. This is going to be, take x out and then put x minus 5 here. Move x minus 5 onto this side, and then we need to put a minus 2 there. We get our brackets to be x minus 2 and x minus 5. Then solving these individually, we get x minus 2 equals to 0. Then we plus 2 on both sides to get x equals to 2. Then we have x minus 5 equals to 0, plus 5, and we get x equals to 5. These are our two solutions to the quadratic. Now, solving a question like so, we first try and factorize it by saying, can we find two numbers which multiply to give us minus 6 and add to give us positive 5? So the two can be, let's say we've got minus 6 on 1, we've got minus 3 and 2, we've got 2 and minus 3, oh no, minus 2 and 3, sorry, or we've got positive 6 and minus 1. So it's going to clearly be this last pair here. So we can break this down into x squared plus 6x minus x minus 6. This can be x plus 6. Then take x plus 6 out here and realize we need a minus 1 out here. So our outside bracket is going to be x minus 1 and x plus 6 is going to be our inside bracket. Solving these individually is going to be plus 1, so x is equal to 1. Then x plus 6 is equal to 0, minus 6 from both sides, and we get x is equal to 6. Solving a question like this, we have to first see can we find two numbers which multiply to give us minus 42 and add to give us 11. Okay, the factors of 42 are going to be minus 6 and 7, or minus 7 and 6, or there is 42 divided by 42 divided by 4. So yeah, you can have 21 and 2, or 2, yeah, that's okay. So in a question like this, where you cannot seem to find two factor pairs, or a factor pair which add to give 11, or your middle term, you then have to use our quadratic formula, which goes something like this. Labeling our 1 in front of our x squared to be a, our 11 to be b, and our c to be minus 42. Now, we notice that 11 is our b, so minus 11 is going to be our negative b, plus or minus our b squared, which is going to be 11 squared, minus 4 times by 1 times by negative 42. Then we could do our 2 times by our 1, and then we plug this into our calculator. And when we do this, we get answers of, let me just put it in now, we get x is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 14. And if you're unsure what this sign means, it means that you first make an answer using plus, and you get this answer, then you use an answer using negative and get an answer of minus 14. Moving on to this question, we have m squared plus 13m plus 40. We first realize we have to find two factors which multiply to give us 40 and add to give us 13. Factors of 40 are going to be 8 and 5. There's going to be 4 and 10. There's going to be 40 and 1, 20 and 2. And we look at these factor pairs and identify which ones will add to give us 13, if any at all. And we realize that we can use 8 and 5. Yeah, so m squared plus 8m plus 5m plus 40. Draw our line, take out highest common factor of m, then realize we need m plus 8 in the brackets, move m plus 8 onto the other side. Note that we have to times by 5 to get from m plus 8 to the expression above. Then our outside bracket becomes m plus 5, inside bracket is m plus 8, and then we solve individually. So minus 5 from both sides, and we get m is equal to minus 5. Then m plus 8 equals to 0, minus 8 from both sides, and we get m is equal to minus 8. And those are our two solutions. Okay, that's going to conclude today's video on quadratic formula and solving quadratics. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope your knowledge has been consolidated. And as always, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.